Welcome back. Now, the President of Burkina Faso visited Washington ahead of this week's UNGA meetings in New York. President Blaise Compaore is known for playing an essential role in conflict mediation in Mali, Guinea, Cote d'Ivoire, and other African countries. In an interview with my colleague Mariama Diallo, he addressed the key issues of democracy, peace, security, and good governance in his country.
And Mr. President, it is an honor to welcome you to speak at the Wilson Center.
It was at the Woodrow Wilson Center that Burkina Faso President Blaise Compaore delivered remarks on security and peace in West Africa, as well as the challenges that lie ahead. The president, who comes from a French-speaking country, drew laughter from the crowd as he told them he wished he could address them instead in English.
Fortunately, this evening it is not possible because I can't.
Mr. Compaore says from west to east, north to south, Africa has been dealing with all kinds of conflicts. But he says what's even more important than solving conflicts is preventing them.
Preventing is to create an environment of trust between the population and their governments. It's that trust that will allow us to better handle emerging conflicts down the road.
He also says the only way to achieve world peace is through dialogue, but it can only bear fruit when parties are willing to work together.
Dialogue can have results only if there is trust in the first place. Going to the negotiating table in good faith means being able to accept equal compromise, i.e. not wanting everything for yourself and nothing for the other party.
Mr. Compaore, who visited Washington ahead of the 68th United Nations General Assembly, is known for the role he's played in mediations in many African countries, including Cote d'Ivoire, Mali, and Guinea. He's been in power since 1987 and, according to law, is serving his last term, which ends in 2015. Opponents ask if he will abide by the term limits set by his country's constitution.
I've always respected the Constitution, and I am more concentrated on the success of the programs I've been working on before the end of my term. That's why I'm not going to participate in a pre-debate about a future candidacy.
The opposition is concerned about some of his projects. For example, he's pushing for the creation of a Senate, which they say is not necessary.
The opposition doesn't have a majority in the parliament in order to allow them to modify it, and they are only playing politics.
He also addressed the recent tensions between Kenya and the International Criminal Court in The Hague.
African leaders were the ones who signed on to be part of it in the beginning. I believe the talks should center on either giving recommendations to improve the ICC body or give adequate reasons to withdraw from it. But there is a place for the International Criminal Court in this world.
Mr. Compaore says when the time comes to step down, he hopes that his country will remember him as someone who brought peace, stability, and economic growth to his country. In Washington, Mariama Diallo, VOA News.